Creative accounting over defense spending is cynical and pointless when we want our soldiers to succeed in modern warfare. Follow this page for more updates on international news. The British Army is learning the bloody lesson of Ukraine. Hamish to Breton Gordon. The British Army is learning the bloody lessons of Ukraine, but it needs money, not lies. Creative accounting over defense spending is cynical and pointless when we want our soldiers to succeed in modern warfare. Everyone with an interest in military matters wonders whether today's British Army is truly learning the right lessons from Ukraine. Are we training and equipping our soldiers to fight and win on the modern battlefield? It is a very important question. To help answer it, I took Francis Durnley of The Telegraph's Ukraine the Latest podcast to the Land Warfare Centre's Lessons Exploitation Cell in Wiltshire, the engine room of the British Army's effort to turn hard-learned battlefield truths into future capability. This is also where, about 30 years ago, I trained a young Dom Nichols, now The Telegraph's associate editor, Defense, to command a tank. I can confirm without hesitation that the Army has moved on significantly since then. Drawing directly on the war in Ukraine and Operation Interflex, through which tens of thousands of Ukrainian soldiers have been trained on British soil, the military has adopted what it describes as a Swiss Army knife approach to soldiering. In short, versatility wins wars. At the Land Warfare Center, they speak in terms of constants and accelerants. Constants are the enduring features of war: artillery, snipers, exhaustion, fear. These must trigger instinctive drilled responses. Accelerants are the new fast-changing threats: drones, electronic warfare, motorcycle-borne assaults, etc. Soldiers must be agile enough to counter both simultaneously. The British Army's top-to-bottom principle is recce strike: find first, understand first, strike first, and at range. This demands the complete integration of intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition and reconnaissance (ISTAR), a shared common operating picture, and the rapid dissemination of intelligence across the force. There is nothing revolutionary here, except the scale and speed at which it must now be done. The enemy, of course, gets a vote and is doing exactly the same. On today's battlefield, basic soldiering skills matter more than ever. Camouflage, deception, and fieldcraft must be second nature. Soldiers must still dig trenches, as they did in the First World War, and live and fight in the field for prolonged periods in appalling conditions. But this is not the First World War. Maneuver on the transparent battlefield and combat in the electromagnetic spectrum are the defining challenges of 21st century warfare. The reality of modern war is that drones are everywhere all the time, on the line of contact, and for some distance either side of it. In Ukraine, more soldiers are killed by drones than by any other system. The lessons are clear. The Army must never go out to fight without plenty of trained drone pilots, and drone capability must be massed and readily available. Similarly, our soldiers must never go onto the battlefield without drone defenses, both soft kill, for instance electronic jamming equipment, and hard kill, the ability to shoot down drones. Hard kill systems are a spectrum. At the lower end, individual soldiers can be equipped with the Smart Shooter computer gun sight. This attaches to a normal combat rifle. It can then pick out moving objects, such as drones, and calculate where a shot must be aimed to hit them. With this assistance, soldiers can usually knock down a drone with one shot, an all but impossible feat using normal unaided sights. The use of these sights was pioneered by the Israel Defense Forces, and they are now deployed with various armies including ours and that of the United States. Capabilities scale up through